Hi, this is Darcy from Electude. In this brief student tutorial, I'm going to show you best practices for completing an Electude theory module. Unlike traditional textbooks, Electude uses gaming technology to help students learn through a process we call guided self-discovery. So let's jump in and take a look. Start module. Okay, so what you see here, we have an interactive animation here to the left. We have some page text here in the upper right-hand corner, and you'll notice there's not a lot of words on the screen. There's a progress bar here at the top, and then down below we have a question activity. We've got some navigation buttons here down below. We have a text-to-speech button. This button here would restart the lesson from the beginning. Then you've got some navigational help here. So let's read this first statement here and then go to the first activity. So it says, set the meter to measure direct current. Check the settings by clicking check. Okay, so if we read this text here, there's no instructions on how to do that. And this is the comparison to a video game. If you think about how you learn to play a video game, you often just pick up the controller and you learn through a process of trial and error and making mistakes. And that's what Electude had in mind for you here, is through this process of experimentation and making mistakes, you're going to learn how to set this meter up. So let's take a stab at it here. I know that current is measured in amps, so let's move this here to the 10 amp position and hit check. Okay, well, we got that wrong. Incorrect. The red measuring probe must be connected to the A socket. Okay, so here's your red measuring probe. It's in the volt ohm socket. We need to move that over. Let's hit check again. Still incorrect. Okay, you must set the multimeter DC AC selector switch. You can measure direct current. Yes, the AC DC selector switch. Okay, hit check. Hey, I got the green light, and that will allow me to proceed to the next question. Click on the meter that can be used to measure current through the lamp. Okay, so I got two choices here. Let's click the bottom one. That's incorrect. This multimeter is connected across the lamp and parallel to the load. Okay, so this one here, I see it's connected in series to the load. It does say that here in the text. All right, okay. So what I recommend that you do, after you reach the end of a page, yes, we could go on to page 2, but this information here is going to build upon what you learned on the first page. So I recommend that you exit the lesson and check your score. So if we back out, here's my score so far, and you notice it's more red than it is green. Does that mean I'm a bad student? Absolutely not. It just means that I'm learning and I struggled a little bit. So let's restart this. And although I could go on to page 2, I'm going to re-answer these questions. And here's a tip. A good place to start when you open a lesson is to view the ebook. Because if you go here first, you're going to be able to read a little bit more information about this ammeter. And you're going to see how it's connected. Even where to place the probes and things like that. You're going to see more about how that meter works and functions there. So if you open the ebook first, before you answer any questions, you're going to do better, in my opinion. But let's go back and let's answer these questions again. This time I'm going to do my best not to make a mistake. I reviewed the ebook. I'm going to move the red lead over, move this down to amps, move that to DC. I think I understand that now. Click check. Green light, great. Let's move on to the next question. I know from the text that the ammeter is connected in series. It's this one. Perfect. Now let's see what that's done to my score. If I back out, you'll see now that the bar is more green than red. So ask yourself, do you understand the material? If the answer is yes, restart the module and move on to the next page where you're going to get a new set of text and a new set of questions. Now, just like a video game, think of this as like a level. Things are going to get a little bit more difficult here on page 2. So make sure you understand the material on the first page before you go on to the next page. And if you think about it, it's just like how a video game works. So when you go to the next page, start here. Review that ebook. And then go back to the overview, restart the lesson, start module, and continue. I hope you enjoyed this brief tutorial, and I hope you enjoy your time in Electude.